Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to move some chickens. So let me just talk you through my moving process. So we're now in mid-September, starting to rain a lot. You can see a lot of impact now. Birds are starting to impact the ground, but we've got good cover. We're bringing them into good cover. I mean, we haven't grazed this down very much, so there's a good grass sward there. First thing you need is a good chicken moving dog. Got that check. Then I use the quad here. That's just a little 250 quad, so really cheap to buy. And this is my winch moving apparatus. I actually use this for multiple things, but we're going to be using it for winching. You can see it's solar powered. There's a 12-volt battery in there. This thing has a pulling capacity of 3 ton, and you can get these winches up to like 6 ton pulling capacity if you need more oomph. And I just pull it out with the quad. And first thing we need to do now is we need to set up a new fence all around the paddock we're standing in. So I'm going to run and do that. Okay, so we've got our fence up all the way around. You can see we're in a bit of a triangle here because down it comes back. You can also see I've got my tow rope. We're tied onto a tree just right there. So that's my tow rope. And now we open up the fence between the two paddocks now. So the new paddock, I've got the fence open here already. So now I'm just going to open this. Some of the birds will come forward anyway. I drive the quad through and start a hook up to the Eggmobile. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, I've just parked the quad down there. They like to run after the quad for some reason. So I just parked that out of the way. I'm going to pick up the dolly with it in a minute. Now I just got to hook everything up here. And the birds are just checking everything out. I just got to lift these leg stands and lift the electric fence. Then we're good to go. So these are the leg stands that actually hold it up. As you can see now, the dolly is actually hooked on here, and then I will run out my winch out of here. I just put this into freewheel. There you go. And then I can winch it out, and I'm going to get all this set up and then I'll come back to you. So now the Eggmobile is completely ready to go. I've got my button here. All I do is start to line the winch in, and I'm moving. With this one I typically like to, I just sit on here to weigh the front down a little, and also means I don't have to walk. Now, as you can see, we didn't squash anybody, and the chickens were moving in around and around the wheels, but we're moving at a nice pace, so nobody gets squashed. Now, as you can see, I'm still not in the new paddock here, but I'm out of rope, so I just got to reset my line. I've got this is a 30-meter braided rope. It's not a steel rope, and it's a really good job. So I'm just going to reset this and pull myself another bit forward. Now, ordinarily I'd actually feed them now, and that would take them all down. I'm running a bit later today. I've already fed them. I feed the chickens at the same time every day. I don't mess with that. So these guys, I'm running later, but Jess will work away with me here and we'll get them down in a jiffy. Now Jess is going to do her bit and help me get all the chickens down. Some of them are hanging about. You can see there's a few having a dust bath here, but Jess will just keep after them a little bit, get them worked down. We'll want to go under the safety of the Eggmobile again. Okay, Jess is up there. We got all the chickens in, got their water in, their feeds in. We've uncoupled. Jacks are now holding up the Eggmobile. I just got to open the door here, which I've manually closed. So I'm just going to flip this guy here off. Do it with one hand, yes I can. And I run out my fence from the front. But as you can see, this ground's actually getting pretty wet, and there's not a mark at all. So these flotation tires are really good, and there's not a mark on the ground, and this little quad doesn't make any mark either. So I can keep doing this long into the wet autumn and winter, and that's why I do this system really, because in my context here, if I was to use a tractor to do this even now, pulling that along there, I'd be cutting the sod and I'd be making a mess, whereas with this here you practically wouldn't know I was here, and I really like it. So I gotta run out the fence, hook the quad onto this and get out of here, and then just pin down the fence. And that's as simple as how our move is. I just pull down the old nets and prep them up for the next move and pin down the fence. It's pretty simple. Now, as I was saying, normally I would feed them, move them, collect the eggs all in one go. I was running a little bit late today. I didn't have time to move and do all that because I had to be somewhere, so I just came back later and moved them. But dead simple. The reason why I do this, because in my context, compaction and tearing up the pasture is a big issue, so that's why I use this system. And it's also solar powered and it's really cheap, and I love it. With the Eggmobiles, like I was saying in the last video, I've actually designed a new Eggmobile that's going to be going to meet all EU standards for organic or free range. I'm building mine to free range standard. I'm going to build it for about 450 birds. That was going to be organic. It'll be slightly less, I think maybe in around the 300 mark. This is a really good design, really good for the birds, but unfortunately it won't meet regulations here in the EU, in Ireland or the UK anyway, and in most European countries, mainly due to the floor space the birds have, because the regulators are going to view it as a house, even though it's mobile. For them, they're coming out to check a house, so that's how they view it. So I've come up with a design that is going to overcome all the regulations, or well, meet them, not overcome them, but meet them. Big problem building Eggmobiles now is the price of steel. The price of wood has gone up by like 30%, which is crazy, but that's just economics. So I'm in the process of ordering all the materials for my Eggmobile, and hopefully I'll probably be doing my build this side of Christmas, and I'm hoping to maybe do a training on it, record the whole thing, and just show people my thought process in designing and making it fit my context and meeting the regulations. And then the actual manufacturing is going to be bells and whistles, completely automated. Roll away nest boxes onto belts for collection. So it's going to be bells and whistles. It's going to be a really cool project, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping to house all my birds in one Eggmobile next year. So I picked up my lambs from the butcher, just the last of it. I'm waiting to get picked up from the farm here, but check out that mince. Some cracking leg joints and some lovely lamb cutlets. In our house we tend to use mince a lot. It's just two of us, so when we cook a big leg like that, it goes over a couple of days, whereas a pack of mince like this tells us. What's wrong? Jess wants to get some lamb. You're not getting any. Maybe when it's cooked. She'll get a bit of the liver probably. But this works well for us. But one of my favourite products is grass-fed lamb. I'm just packing off here. This is a breakfast bundle we do. 2 packs of sausages and a pack of bacon. Look at that quality there, guys. We do this with a dozen eggs, and we sell it as a breakfast bundle for 20 euros here. It's a little bit of a discount, and it's really popular. We sell a lot of these, and it's good value. There's 12 sausages in there, a pound of bacon, 12 eggs, so it's effectively breakfast for 2 people for 10 days, for 5 days, sorry, 10 breakfasts. So that's 2 euros per person per breakfast. Which is really good value when you think about it. You're getting top quality proteins, grass-fed, organic, or not grass-fed, but pasture-based, organic feed, quality meat, quality stuff. That's it for this video, guys. Just a short one on what's been going on this week. I'm trying to get the got Jess here trying to say hello to everybody. Say hello, Jess. Yeah. I'm trying to get the shed here, or the container organized, kind of winterized everything, so I'm in winter mode, trying to clean up and make a bit of space and organize everything. And yeah, getting there slowly. I can really feel it slowing down, and yeah, it's nice to get a bit of a break.